With the first overall pick of the 2015 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Karl-Anthony Towns out of the University of Kentucky, which was not much of a surprise. What was a surprise, however, was how good Karl-Anthony Towns already was in his rookie season. He could arguably be the best player in an already talented and young Timberwolves squad, and he's only played one season in Minnesota. His rookie season averages of 18.3 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 1.7 blocks in 32 minutes per game seems that of an already established and experienced NBA player, not one who's just been drafted out of college. Karl-Anthony Towns is the sort of player that can change an entire franchise from being below average to a genuine title contender. He is a very efficient shooter, shooting 54% from the field, 34% from the three-point line, and 81% from the free throw line. The three-point percentage in particular is very impressive for a center in an NBA that is changing its direction and moving towards an era of outside shots being the main form of offense. Towns being so dominant at a very young age is unbelievable. For 20-year-olds, Towns is 5th all-time in rebounding and is 3rd in field goal shooting while being 15th in points per game, which is quite historical and puts him in a very prestigious group of players. He is also 11th in blocks, 27th in rebounds per game, and 6th in effective field goal percentage. Towns isn't just historically great for a 20-year-old rookie, he's already very good by overall NBA standards. Towns has the 9th highest offensive real plus-minus among centers this year. He is 3rd in total overall rebounds, 6th in blocks, and 8th in field goal percentage. He's also 15th in true shooting percentage and 13th in effective field goal percentage. And remember, these rankings put him among the NBA's very best, with him finishing ahead of some all-stars in multiple categories. Towns is so consistent that he has 47 double-doubles on the season, putting him in a tie for 4th in the league with the Sacramento Kings center DeMarcus Cousins, and just behind Detroit Pistons center Andre Drummond with 63, Oklahoma City Thunder guard Russell Westbrook with 50, and Washington Wizards guard John Wall with 48. Towns can already do it all. He can shoot the jumper from mid-range, the three-point line, and on step-backs. He can also take the ball off the dribble and finish effectively in traffic against opponents. As you may have already guessed, the Timberwolves are a much better team when Towns is on the floor. The Timberwolves' offensive rating goes up 5.3 points per 100 possessions, a significant boost, especially when you remember that he is just a rookie. The Timberwolves also get more offensive rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks with him on the floor. The team is quite young and therefore the overall analytics for Minnesota aren't great, but Towns being on the floor helps and he will only improve, as will the rest of that young core. The fact that Towns can make such a tangible difference is significant when you consider that while rookies can put up nice numbers from time to time, they rarely help a team become more competitive in their first year. Usually it takes a few seasons for that to happen, even for the best prospects. Towns also shoots 65.6% within 5 feet of the basket, which is very good. He shoots 48.7% from 5 to 9 feet, 47.5% between 15 to 19 feet, and a rock-solid 48.3% between 20 to 24 feet. This shows his shooting game is on point, and now on to the projections for next season. With Kevin Garnett mentoring Karl-Anthony Towns as he did last season, I expect him to mature even more and become a stronger presence physically and psychologically for his team, and I expect his season averages to go up to 22 points and at least 11.5 rebounds with 2 blocks in about 35 minutes per game. With all the other players in his team also improving both individually and collectively, my projected season record for the Timberwolves next season is 39-43, which will be a 10-game improvement for the young group of players and will set them on course for playoff action the season after that. This team is so reliant on the development of Karl-Anthony Towns, but I'm very confident that he will become a breakout player next season and handle the huge responsibility he has on his shoulders. Karl-Anthony Towns will become league MVP in about 4 to 5 years and could potentially take his Timberwolves team to the NBA Finals by that time. All in all, it's very exciting times in Minnesota right now, and all NBA fans are eagerly waiting to see what the Minnesota project can truly achieve.